Anxiety as a performer. How do we tackle this? How do I tackle this? I want to talk about it. Let's talk about it today. How I've tackled anxiety. I wouldn't say healed because I don't know if it ever goes away, but how important it is as a performer to have a hold on and a handle on your mental health. As performers and creatives, singers, dancers, speakers, we give so much to an audience. Like, as we speak, we're sharing energy. And especially, I want to mainly focus on singers, but especially singers, we give our emotion. You know, we give our voice, we give our energy, and we give our emotion. It's a vulnerable experience. So by the end of it, we end up with nothing. Well, in my experience, I end up feeling very drained and like I've given my all and I have nothing left to give. So having certain tools in place for a singer is really important. And one thing I want to talk about with my experience of anxiety is how I've managed to have anxiety and be a singer. So yeah, let's talk about my experience, and hopefully it can help you in your ability to sing more and perform. So I'll give you an example. I had a gig last night. All day I just felt like I wasn't excited for it. I didn't want to do it. I was feeling really grumpy and like tired, and I just didn't want to show up. I know from experience that this energy is actually anxiety, and it's actually fear. So anxiety and fear are the same energy. Anxiety is like fear that's stuck in your body that just wants to get out. Here's what I do to be able to move past this fear, past this anxiety, and show up. Because especially as a singer or a performer, if you have a gig, you can't really cancel, you know, just because you're anxious or you're not feeling 100%. Usually what I'll do is I'll sit down with myself. I'm big on meditation, but I know for a lot of people, they don't always meditate. And I think it's so easy for me to sit here and say, well, just meditate. So I'd say, instead of meditate, which can scare a lot of people, I would say, see if you can sit with your body and your mind while this anxiety is showing up, while this fear is showing up, and ask it some questions. And you can bring a journal into it as well if you want, because a lot of people, I guess they gain more insight with writing. But I would ask it 2 questions. At first I would say, what is this emotion? And I would say, what is it telling me? So for me, on like last night, yesterday, the emotion was fear, and it was actually telling me that it's here to protect me. But when I dug deeper, and again, I just meditate, I sit with myself and I ask these questions and they just come up. What came up for me was rejection is the main energy, rejection, okay? All of these emotions, fear, rejection, pain, whatever it is, manifests into anxiety. And anxiety and fear hold us back. So I found the root, which was rejection. I felt like I would just be rejected tonight. Doesn't matter how good I am or if I show up, there'll always be underlying rejection that I've experienced as a singer. So the next step for me, and this isn't for everyone, but for me, the best way to remove anxiety is to feel that emotion. And like I said before, fear is there's usually something behind that, and usually something deeper. So I sit with myself and usually I cry. I'm laughing because I just know a lot of people don't do this. But I cry it out and I feel it, and I really believe and feel it to heal it. And sometimes I speak it out, like I'm feeling rejected, I'm feeling this, I'm fearing this. And once I've had a good cry, I will tell you now, this is something that I will always live by. I am 100% better. Like, the fear has gone, the energy has moved out of my body, and I don't feel resistance to singing anymore. I don't feel like I'm holding myself back. This is massive. I have held myself back a lot throughout the years. Like, I have just held my voice and not had the ability, because of anxiety, to share it. And I found a way, a tool that can help me to release it. And once you do, you're like a different person. Your energy shifts like that, and you're ready to go out there and share your gifts and your talents. But I will say that feel it to heal it's not for everyone. If you don't feel like you have the ability to release your emotions and move that energy out, you can just be present with it. You can just sit with it, because presence is love, and just sitting with that is one of the greatest things you can do. So that's my tool on how to tackle anxiety and fear, because they're just the same, as a singer and as a performer. I hope this helps someone. I know as a vocal coach, there are so many singers out there that have stage fright, that have fear, and they have anxiety, and they have mental health, okay? So I wanted to share my way of especially tackling anxiety. Meditation is such an amazing tool if it's something that you feel called to. And yeah, I would say just don't let that fear hold you back. Move it out of your body and take charge of it, and get out there anyway and sing your heart out and be seen and be heard. And that's all I wanted to talk about today. Thank you guys for listening. Mwah, I love you. I really hope this helps someone when it comes to anxiety and mental health in regards to performing and singing. Just never stop singing. Someone told me this once, and I'll never forget it. And I did stop singing, by the way. They were like, whatever you do, don't stop singing. And I believe that now. Don't stop singing. Don't stop performing. You're gifted and you have something to share with the world.